If 5 simple attitudes were enough to put an end to disrespect, would you use them today? In this video, I'll show you 5 Stoic ways, simple, direct, and powerful, to deal with people who don't respect you without losing your calm or your dignity. Most people react impulsively and hand over their power. You'll learn to do the opposite, to stay composed, grounded, and untouchable. Stay until the end, because the 5th one changes everything, and almost nobody uses it. The Stoics understood this long before we did. You can't control other people's behavior, only your response to it. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Seneca reminded us that dignity doesn't depend on what others say, but on how we act toward ourselves. Epictetus taught, "Don't hand your peace over to someone else's opinion." In this video, we're going to turn those teachings into action. By the end, you'll have a practical guide to protect your self-respect, whether it's at work, in your family, or with friends. Way 1, the silent stare. Few things disarm a disrespectful person like calm, steady silence. When someone interrupts you, provokes you, or tries to embarrass you, they expect a reaction: anger, justification, defensiveness. The Stoic does the opposite. He observes. A firm, unbothered look for just a few seconds breaks the pattern. People who insult you feed on your reaction. When they don't get it, they lose their script. It's like holding a mirror up to their arrogance, and they don't like what they see. I remember being in a meeting with someone who wouldn't let me finish a sentence. The 3rd time he interrupted, I just stopped and looked at him. No anger, no smirk, just calm presence. After a few seconds, he stumbled over his words and went quiet. I didn't have to raise my voice or justify myself. The silent stare is an elegant no without words. To use it, keep your posture straight, your face neutral, breathe slowly, and hold the gaze. Then continue speaking as if nothing happened. You've just shown, without a word, that you're not part of their game. Way 2, the power of silence. Silence isn't weakness, it's control. When someone tries to provoke you, they're inviting you to an emotional stage. Every reaction you give them is fuel. Every silence is power. Seneca said, "Silence is a great response to many insults. It's not avoidance, it's mastery." Think of someone making a passive-aggressive joke. Instead of defending yourself, let silence do the work. A raised eyebrow, a pause. The weight of the moment will fall back on them. That quiet discomfort teaches boundaries better than any argument. Use silence when the other person is trying to get a rise out of you, when emotions are high, or when the topic turns personal. In professional settings, combine silence with a calm statement. "I'm not going to respond to that tone. If we can talk respectfully, I'm happy to continue." What you don't feed, fades. Way 3, stop explaining your choices. How many times have you made a decision and felt the need to justify it? Why didn't you go? Why did you quit? Why did you do that? As if your life needed to pass public approval. Explaining too much is trying to buy respect from people who have no intention of giving it. Epictetus said, "If you want to be invincible, don't fight for what doesn't depend on you." Other people's opinions don't depend on you. When someone questions your decisions, answer calmly and briefly, "Because I wanted to, because that's what felt right." Then stop. The power is in brevity. If they keep pushing, say, "I've already answered," and move on. That's not rudeness, it's self-respect. I used to over-explain everything, hoping people would understand me. The more I explained, the less respected I felt. But when I learned to respond simply and stand by my decisions, the criticism lost power. Confidence isn't loud, it's grounded. People who live with purpose don't seek validation, they lead by clarity. Way 4, keep your distance. Sometimes the most stoic thing you can do is step back. Distance isn't coldness, it's self-preservation. Imagine your life as a private club. Not everyone gets a backstage pass. If someone keeps crossing boundaries, belittling you, or draining your energy, why give them more access? Distance doesn't need an announcement. It happens quietly. Fewer interactions, less availability, less emotional space. And yes, you might feel guilty, especially if it's family or a long-time friend. But Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Protect your soul from what makes it coarse." Loyalty doesn't mean tolerating disrespect. It means staying loyal to your peace. I had a friend who constantly made subtle jabs at my choices. For years, I brushed it off. When I finally created space, I realized how heavy that relationship had been. The distance didn't destroy anything. It revealed the truth. Keeping distance says, I respect myself too much to stay where I'm not valued. Way 5. Keep your head high. It sounds simple, but it's a powerful symbol. Because when you lift your head, straighten your back, and walk calmly, you send a silent message. None of this defines me. Disrespect only thrives when you shrink. Confidence, on the other hand, is magnetic. People who belittle you want to see you doubt yourself. When you hold your posture, physically and emotionally, you shift the dynamic. Try this. Take a deep breath, lift your chin, make eye contact, and speak slowly. I don't accept that kind of comment. Or let's continue this when the tone is respectful. That's all. No defense, no anger. For years I thought humility meant lowering my head. Now I know it means knowing my worth without arrogance. The right posture creates an invisible shield. Seneca said, dignity doesn't depend on others' opinions, but on what you do with yourself. Keeping your head high is a daily act of self-respect, quiet, steady, and powerful. Now maybe you're thinking, what if the other person doesn't change? Here's the Stoic answer. The victory isn't in changing them, it's in mastering yourself. When you control your reactions, their disrespect loses its grip. Sometimes people change because your calm exposes their chaos. Sometimes they don't, and you stay free either way. These 5 actions form an invisible armor. The silent stare, the power of silence, not explaining yourself, keeping distance, and holding your head high. Together they make you untouchable. You don't need to become cold, you need to become clear. You don't need to shout, you just need to stand firm. Respect starts within, and once you truly own that, the world learns how to treat you. If this video made you reflect, comment below which of these 5 attitudes you'll start applying today. And if you want to keep strengthening your peace of mind and growing in maturity, subscribe to Stoic Spring. Here you'll build the habit of protecting your inner calm, developing emotional mastery, and living with clarity, purpose, and resilience.